Now, with that new warning about your tires after scenes like this one, cars crashing in these winter storms that are now moving east. ABC's Gio Benitez is here, and Gio, driving on worn tires in wet conditions, that is very dangerous.
They're like scenes straight out of action movies. A hydroplaning accident caught on camera at 60 miles per hour on the wet track.
When should you buy new tires?
There are actually 3 things to consider when making this decision: the tire's condition, age, and your usage conditions. Tire condition. The first thing to consider. A general rule of thumb is to replace the tire if it is showing signs of degradation or damage. The following conditions indicate that your tire should be replaced: prominent bulges, cracks, cuts, signs of trauma, objects embedded in the sidewall, excessive uneven wear, flat spots, or when less than 3 millimeters or 4/32 of an inch of tread is remaining. For any kind of damage, even if it is less severe, it is a warning that your tire could be compromised, and you should start inspecting it more often if you continue to drive with it. Degradation and damage. A tire with bulges, blisters, cuts, or warping indicates that the internal structure of the tire has been compromised and weakened. This could be caused by physical trauma of hitting potholes, curbs, or something sharp, driving with under or overinflated tires, or the tire itself could just be worn from use and elements. They need replacing even if the tread is in great condition. Cracks and dry rot show that the rubber in the tire is starting to degrade and weaken. It can be caused by UV from sunlight, extreme cold or heat, ozone or solvents, harsh detergents, or other chemicals getting on the tires. Check out these summer tires on a car parked outside over only one winter. See how cracks have started to form around the whole circumference of the tire between the tread and sidewall. Time to replace these winter damaged tires. If the tread wear on your tire is unusual or not even, and the difference is drastic, it is probably time to replace your tires. It could be a sign that the tires have been driven underinflated or overinflated too long, or that your vehicle needs wheel alignment work, or the wheels need to be rebalanced. Flat spots from skidding on the tire or from storing a vehicle too long, thereby causing the tire to deform permanently, make a tire unbalanced and should be replaced, as this is unsafe and could cause damage to your vehicle. Tires worn unevenly or tires that are unbalanced could cause vibrations in the steering wheel when you are driving, but this could also be caused by poor alignment. Time to bring your vehicle to a tire professional to get it figured out. Highway or high-speed driving, driving with a heavy load, or hitting any bumps or potholes on the road, or any emergency maneuvers you make while driving can cause a compromised tire to blow out unexpectedly. If your tires are exhibiting any of the above tire conditions I talked about, it could be time to get new tires. Plus, anytime there's sidewall damage, or when the interior cords or metal belt are showing, it's also time to replace.
Tread depth. A lot of people that have something to say about this will recommend a tire be replaced at 1.6 millimeters or 2/32 of an inch.
Here's a quick tip you can use at home if you want to check and see if your tires are still good or not. Typically, with a brand new tire, if you put a toonie in the tread, it's going to reach to the bottom of the bear's paws. Once you get past the gold, it's time to think about replacing. And when you're about halfway through your silver, it's time to replace your tires. Here we have a fairly worn tire. If you want to use your toonie trick, you can see it's at the bottom of the word Canada, so it's time to replace your tires. Tires at this state of wear will have degraded performance for stopping, steering, and accelerating. This is especially true in wet or winter conditions. That's why it is recommended to change tires when they reach 3 millimeters or 4/32 of an inch of wear. But if you drive in winter conditions, the minimum increases to 4 millimeters or 5/32 of an inch. So even all-season tires used in the winter with less than this amount of tread remaining should be replaced for safe driving. This is recommended by both Transport Canada and Nokian Tires. To show how dangerous low-tread tires can be, we go to the Consumer Reports Auto Test Track. Our first demo, hydroplaning. That's when tires lose contact with the road. This can happen when your tire has such low tread that it isn't able to disperse the water on the road. A wedge of water forms in front of the tire and the driver loses the ability to steer. First, we try brand new tire. Approach this slight curve at 50 miles per hour, driving through less than an inch of standing water. And I'm able to stay on that curve. Yeah, you never lost control. But it's a different case when we switch to low tread tires. About half the amount as the new ones. Experts say this is when you should start shopping for new tires. Slam on the brakes while computers in the car measure the distance it takes for the car to stop. With the new tires, the car stops at 161 feet. But when we hit the track with the low tread tires, the car stops at 202 feet, about 40 feet farther than with the new tires. That's more than the length of 2 cars. Tire age. The second thing to consider. Tire manufacturers recommend tires be replaced between 5 to 6 years of age, but no matter what condition, tires should never be used after 10 years of age. And, if you didn't know already, this also applies to spare tires and tires that have been stored and not used much.
How do you check the age of a tire?
Well, tire identification numbers look like this and can be found on the sidewall of a tire. If you only see the shorter, partial identification number, keep looking until you find the full identification number. It should have 4 sections of text and is normally 11 digits long. So breaking down this tire ID number, DOT stands for Department of Transportation, PP refers to the plant code where the tire was made, XC refers to the tire size code, and AUZ refers to the tire manufacturer code. Now all this information about this tire is nice, but what we really care about are the last 4 digits. 2616 is what is shown on this tire. The first 2 digits represent the week of the year the tire was manufactured. So in our case, this tire was made in the 26th week of the year. And as you may have guessed, the last 2 digits represent the year the tire was made. So in our example here, this tire was produced in the 26th week of 2016. A couple other examples, this tire was produced in the 49th week of 2014, and this tire the 43rd week of 2010.